What's up, everybody? HTG Brian back with some more LEGO Horizon Adventures. Next up, we've got Rescuing the Nora into the Woods story. That's right, basically there are 5 acts throughout the game. Rescuing the Nora is one. This one actually has 6 levels. We previously thought it was 5 per act, but it turns out there may or may not be more. In this case, there are 6, as you can see. There is 1 gold brick for each section. Now, this particular act also has 4 characters that need to be rescued. We'll go ahead and find one of them in this video. And there's a couple of other items down below, too. Dougie says one's a cauldron, one's a tall neck, and I guess I won't ruin the last one for you. So, with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the cutscene.
There. That's where they found you. All Mother Mountain. A sacred, mysterious place. Watching...
I thought it was that one over there.
Huh? Yes, of course. A sacred, mysterious place. Watching over us always. Holding tight to its secrets.
Like, why my mom left me there. Well, I won't be finding out without Tirsa, so let's save those villagers.
Apologies.
I can't believe cultists kidnapped all those people.
They're bad news, all right.
Yeah, really bad. The worst, just the worst. And I just have one question. What's a cultist?
Let me see. How do I explain? Cultists are so convinced they're right about something, usually something pretty crazy, that you just can't reason with them.
Oh, like how you're so sure gravy goes well with pancakes.
Kinda, but with worse consequences than indigestion.
Like Mother's heart getting attacked. But why would these cultists do that? Why take the villagers prisoner?
I guess we're gonna find out. Come on. Boy, a mystery. Just the kind of thing to make a story interesting, according to my narrator manual.
Gotta give props to the writing, as so far it has been quite a delight. Now, as I'm still trying to get my bearings here and figure out what types of things I can destroy and collect studdage from, and what things are a little bit less breakable, not to mention the places that I can and cannot go. So I thought I actually missed a particular ledge coming up here, but as it turns out, as I went back in the editing, it was nothing. So far I think I've found every treasure chest out there. Dougie is documenting these, but it actually turns out that really those things just give you more studs, which allow you to buy certain items, and by the time we get through story, we should have way more than enough studs to buy all the things that will be needed. So if not, we're actually going to have to grind some levels for a couple of different other playable characters that will also add to our overall studdage. So by the end of that, we should for sure be able to get all of the 75 outfits, I believe it is, which the citizen we happen to save in this particular video coming up is going to be the merchant and give us access to the store where at least some, if not all, of the outfits will be. Now, in the main game, there were multiple outposts and places you could purchase things. This game seems to have one main one. And hey, don't forget to flame on over here. We've got this debris on the wall that we can go ahead and melt down. And look at that, we found ourselves another hidden treasure chest. Look, Philip, it's treasure. Whoops, wrong franchise. Although I wouldn't be against a LEGO South Park game. Now I know that will likely never happen due to the restrictions on the LEGO expectations, as we talked about in the prologue video, where basically they want everything to be sort of family friendly, or all ages for that matter. You know, there are some oldies that don't really like the crude and disgusting humor that a lot of teenagers and stuff do. However, if you're like me, you're pretty open to anything and everything. So a LEGO South Park game would be amazing. All right, we're feeling a little confident, and we got everything up above, so we ride the old zip line down below and find ourselves an angry broadhead. Now, as you probably know, hiding is not one of my strengths. Stealth mode is not my forte, so I immediately get discovered, and I don't think, that's one thing I need to experiment with. Can you hide from these baddies after they have, realized that you're there? Because, as long as you stay in the long grass, it says you're hidden. Now, in the main game, you can sort of elude the bad guys after you're spotted, but it does take a little bit of time and maybe a little bit of distance, too. At least that's how I remember it. It's been quite a while since I've played even Forbidden West, let alone Zero Dawn, which was an amazing game. If you have not checked it out, I highly recommend checking them both out. But, all right, keeping on with the keeping on, as we like to say, over to the next purple arrow marker. And it's going to go ahead and load into the next area, which is kind of nice. So, you know, a lot of people keep asking me, is this sort of like a TT feeling game? You know, I don't really know how to answer that, as it does not have the traditional Lego feel. Knowing that there are no mini kits and there's no real true story / free play ability, it does have a little bit of distance from the normal feeling. Now, right there, you notice I double backed after that zip line. I thought I'd missed something up above, but after a little bit of analysis in the editor, it looks like we are good to go. Hey, up top of this building here, we got our first build. I'm still not sure what those are good for other than some studdage, but we're going to go ahead and find and do all of them. I love the plop in this, where she gets, it's not quite as funny as like the Funko one, where the head oversees the whole body and you're kind of squished. But, oh, look at that. Lots of studs. We'll take it. Thank you very much. You know me, I like money. Anyways, back to what I was saying. It's close and visually stunning, but I'm not sure that it really compares to a TT game yet. It's still pretty early. Ask me again once I get through the whole story and maybe even have the platinum, which, according to Dougie, you don't even need to 100% everything in the game in order to unlock that, so that's kind of helpful, but also a little unusual, right? You'd think they'd give us a bit of extra stuffs to do so that we can continue playing and replaying, right? But that's not necessarily the case. All right, we're getting off target here. We've got a couple of broadheads chasing me down, and I have been spotted. So now I'm trying to lure this guy over to the fire, which I swung and missed there. Although I think I actually got him, because it looks like he's burning. So I'm going to go ahead and hit him again. This time I nailed him. Pow! Right in the kissa, and he drops. All right, all right, all right. So I think that's 3 broadheads under our belt now, and well, I'm not necessarily tracking our kill counts, but it's looking pretty good for us. In fact, I think we only missed about half a heart in all 3 of them. So pretty good. All right, I'm just sort of wandering around, making sure I didn't miss any chests. And after we're feeling confident, we are out of here. Almost fell off the ledge there. That wouldn't have been good. We're getting pretty close to a pretty cinematic moment where we're actually going to roll up on some people in need of our help. And we're going to go ahead and provide that. Now, one thing I have been struggling with is the ability to aim high and low. The arrows pretty much just go in one straight path. There's really no up or down. It's just simply in a certain direction. So that'll take some getting used to. But overall, it feels pretty quick and easy. Like, I'm not mad at the combat. So far, it feels pretty fluid. I haven't had any big battles yet, but we also know that the game sort of shows us where the weak points are, and as long as we follow those, we should be able to take down our foes without problems. All right, you ready to do your first good deed of the day? I know I am. Here in a second, we're going to fire an arrow right over the top of the fire, and it's going to burn down that brush, revealing a new area to go and trudge around in. But most importantly, it's going to trigger a cinematic of what's going on down below. So let's take a quick peek.
And that's the last bathroom break you're getting.
Hey, we have rights, you know.
Found some of the prisoners.
All right, our first big battle has presented itself, and we'll be able to put our skills to the test, but not before building another sailboat bathtub? I'm not sure what's going on with those, but get your studs. When you're ready, go ahead and ride the zip line down below, and there are, I believe, 3 bad guys hoofing it around here with a couple of broadheads, too. Now, a smart gamer would have used the focus and tried to find weak points on the enemies, probably going for the broadheads first. However, like I mentioned before, stealth is not my forte, so I go right at him head first, well, arrow first, I should say, and I'm doing my best to try to avoid all the contact of these car ramrods coming at me. Those broadheads probably do a little bit of damage. Now, luckily for me, I was able to avoid most of them, but that spinning guy with the club seemed to be my nemesis in this particular scene. Although, it seems like he's maybe invincible when he's spinning around, so watch out as he spins to win, and in this case, he loses. And we're going to go ahead and collect that XP, make our way over to the old gate, and pop the lock and free our first set of civilians, which gives us credit for 1?
Please, come on, please. Whoa!
Let me help you.
Free at last. Our savior. And it's you, isn't it? The girl who grew up outside the village. She whose mother is a mystery.
Sure. But you can call me Aloy.
Oh, wow. An outsider. So different, so glamorous, so in need of a good tailor. That's me, Teb the Tailor. Do you cosplay? Because, oh boy, do I have costumes for you.
I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds exciting.
I'll make you an outfit as soon as I get back to Mother's Heart. Don't forget to come see me at my shop.
All right, our first rescue mission is complete. And look at that, we've got our first gold brick, which is going to ring off our second trophy so far. There's gold in them bricks, which is just simply unlock your first gold brick. We also saved one of the 4 peoples there, and it looks like it was Teb the Tailor. What you got for us, Teb?
The state of my shop. How am I supposed to keep Mother's Heart at the forefront of fashion with this mess?
Let me see what I can do. I'm getting pretty good at building stuff.
You're the best, Aloy.
Though many of its people were still missing, Aloy was pleased to see life at Mother's Heart was returning to normal. With Teb the Tailor back in his shop, maybe she could celebrate with a brand new outfit. Because who doesn't love dressing up,
Boots and pants and boots and pants. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, look at that. We're officially in the tailor shop, which we have all sorts of items to choose from. Well, not really. We got about 8 or 9 of them right now. Looks like they all cost about 500 studs. A couple of them a little bit more, a little bit less. But check this out. We also have other tabs. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the Karja Sun Priest outfit. Thank you very much. I was hoping I was going to ring off a trophy, but no such luck for me. We got the Karja Noble as well. But check this out. If you are one over, it gives you some other stuffs. We got Horizon, we got Lego City themed characters, we got Ninjago up in here too, what? And Amusement, as well as Premium, which I believe is stuff for pre-ordering and also getting the bonus deluxe pack. So we're gonna go ahead and equip the Shield Weaver, and we are back at it. So we're looking about the same. And it says, while she was trying on outfits, there was some stuff stirring in the woods. So we should go investigate. I was paraphrasing. That's not exactly what was said. But I figured my narration was as good as Rost's, right? Hey, I saw that. Don't roll your eyes at me. All right, we're officially into the next starting point of level 2, which is called Head in the Clouds. So that's going to wrap it up for level 1, Into the Woods, where we got our first rescue mission complete. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to click that like button down below. It helps out more than you know. As for me, though, that's going to do it for now. As always, until next time.